In this video, we're going to show you how I made this edited sequence that you're seeing now. We're going to go through it on a program called vsdc video editor. So, with that out of the way, let's get started. Hello everyone, welcome to another video. I'm going to be doing a tutorial for vsdc video editor on how to make an image follow a set path for both the pro version and the non-pro version. The pro version is a lot simpler. So let's just get straight into the pro version. And this is it. All you have to do for the pro version, specifically this, is to hit this last point of trajectory. And it's important for this one because that allows you to end a point and not have the yellow dots that don't move where you want to. It ends on the one you place. So it's a lot simpler for making it the way you want. In the end, you place them next to each other, and here's another tip. If you wanted to do this, you're seeing now, we're going to go through it on you want to have these right next to each other like this. Have one where the image was last, and then have the movement one right next to it, and so it does this jumpy motion. And then, if you want to make a shake, this. PC video editor. So, with that out of the way, let's get. All right, quite simple. This is way easier to do in the pro version because you have the unlimited frames to do it. You don't have a limit for them. But next one is where it's a bit difficult. I did this in the pro version, but I did it with the technique I used to do it for the non-pro version before I bought it. So, let's get into it. So first things first is you gotta understand that you don't have unlimited frames. Ignore the timeline, you actually can't see that, it just looks like this when you're not in the pro version. So you won't be able to see the amount of volume in the audio. If you're wondering how I'll do that, I'll just give a quick little thing. Right here. Set your audio track to 2 in the program you're using. Go to the audio track that has your voice. Split, and then put it below you, and then put this one back to track 1. Or no audio if you're doing it that way. But anyway, back to this. So, all of these serve a purpose. It's not going to look as good as the other one, but you're seeing now, we're going to go through it on a program called vsdc video editor. So, with that out of the way, let's get started. Doesn't look as good, but it still follows the face. Right? Yeah, it does. So how I did this is I grabbed this. Now I'm not sure if the non-pro version allows you to have these, only the red ones. I don't think it does. I don't think I had that option. But what I did is I would copy and paste the image over and over in scenes that I think it would need it. So slowly, now we're going to go through it on it would just move it around the way I would want it to. It's a bit more time consuming, but sometimes you just get stuff like this video editor where it doesn't matter. But again, it's a bit more time consuming as you have to cut the image up and then copy it into a place where it matches. But in the end, this is the best I got for the free version. In the end, yeah, it's quite simple. So, let's just show you how I did this one. I copied the image, I hit the button right here, continue trajectory, and then I placed it. Now, we're gonna go so you get something like, you get that tiny movement, which shows that the head moved. You got a much larger movement over here. And you just continue to split the images up over and over until they match the movement of the head or whatever you're following. Could be an arm, could be a leg. It's going to be a lot more complicated the more dramatic the movement of the head is. If it's just an up and down, side to side motion, that's pretty simple. Now, if it's not that, I do recommend just getting the pro version because it allows you to just do this, which allows this movement. We're going to go through it on a program called vsdc video editor. So, with that out of the way, let's get started. and the video just comes out nicer. But yeah, don't mind the stuff in the background of the video. That's just my desk. Not my desk, that's just a dresser. I cleaned up my room, I swear. And remember, open, click the movement, and set it to where you want it, and then you move it to the next dramatic movement of the head. Because if the head is standing still and not doing much, now we're going to go through it, then you don't need to do anything. Unless you want to painstakingly do it frame by frame, which is possible, you can switch by hitting this little button to do it by frames, but that's a lot. That's about, let's see, 707 frames for a 11-second video. A lot more effort is going to be put in for a good project, probably, but just it's way easier to do it with this one, because in the end you actually see the frames that you're seeing now. We're going to go through it on a program called vsdc video editor. So it's a lot simpler to do on the pro version. But because I know that most people don't want to buy a program without getting used to it first, I would have bought in like Sony Vegas Pro or like Premiere Pro, but then I noticed that I like this program more. I've been using this one for a good 2 years now, so other people will say that, oh, you need to change to this program, it's better. They're wrong. If you understand how to edit and you've been editing for long enough, you could just figure out how to use the program you like in any way you want. Sure, there are some things different. This is what this looks like on the first scene. Each image has this. This is what you have to do for every single movement. And then on scene 1, this is what this looks like. 65 images, 65 points. It's a lot easier, but there still is a lot of position points. Now, it's up to you in the end whether you want the pro version or the free version, but in the end, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. With that out of the way, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys all in another video. Goodbye.